I'm sitting here because Ray is in Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. And so you have the option of telling me you don't want me to sit here and that one of you would prefer another meeting as an actual member of the committee.
You're nominated.
Yeah. I had a feeling that. So that being the case, I will call this meeting to order. It is 10:32. And I have taken attendance, so we have had, as ever, no public comment or request of what we're saying. And moving on, let's take up the minutes from the October 18th meeting.
Who's Mark Adams?
Huh?
Who's Mark Adams?
Mark is actually in our office. He's our housing person.
Okay.
And every now and then he just likes to pop in and see what's going on.
Okay.
Hey, Mark. And now he's waving at us. Don't feel smelled. Okay. So does anyone have any comments or corrections on the October minutes? That's good to hear. Thank you, Kevin. I was just about to ask.
Second.
And he was ever so slightly ahead of you. So again, no discussion. All those in favor of accepting the October minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are accepted. Okay, moving on. Items for action. Number 5, approval of, we're up to amendment 20 as of today. Approval of amendment number 18. All of these are slight revisions to the District 5 amendments from last month. So it's just little revisions that are summarized on the usual table. It's the way you'll follow it. In this case, for amendment number 18, it's a revised project cost. Derek, is there anything you want to say about this? Revised project cost?
I imagine it's just because of a final estimate.
Okay.
Or an estimate at least.
Yeah. I figured that, some of these, there wasn't that much of a change. Okay. Does anyone have questions for Dan on this? Or, I'm sorry, for Derek or Dan for that matter?
So this is phase 1 or phase 2?
Yes.
So, and it's increasing like over a minute.
Yes.
So that'd be some just significant scope changes, I would think. Then
maybe something I can follow up on. I didn't ask a question about it, but I can for the next meeting, for policy meeting.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was not one I followed up on.
With that noted, and Derek will advise us next week, can I have a motion to approve?
Second.
All right. Any further questions? If not, those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And of course, I'll just remind everyone that this is just to send it to the policy committee, not actually on the line for questions, which is always comforting. Okay, item 6, approval of amendment number 19 to the TIP. Increased funding specifically for, South of Carlock here, a substantial increase in the funding for that one section of the project. So the others were dealt with last month, and then this one is suddenly much more expensive.
There's good reasons for it. Operations wanted to add under drain work here, and I know from coordinating the project that passing lanes are pretty bad, so they've decided to significantly change the overlay scheme. So it added a ton of money to the cost.
I will say.
Yeah, it went up to 34.5 from 21 million.
That is substantial.
I believe it's 8.5 inches of HMA in the passing lanes.
Wow.
Versus I think it's 2.5 in the driving lanes.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a mess.
That seems odd to me, but
Yeah.
I'm not an engineer. Okay, any further questions for Derek? Can I have a motion, please?
I like the description.
Major.
It is really major.
Just call it what it is.
50% increase, yeah. It's major.
That'll do it. So motion.
So
Oh, thank you.
Second.
Kevin has his finger in every pie today.
Keep moving.
Yeah. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Excellent. Okay, that is approved. Finally, number 7, approval of amendment number 20, increased project costs for dynamic messaging signs. So this is another change in the total cost, but nothing else.
Yeah, this was just based on an updated estimate.
where there's a going?
Yeah, I think I can definitely get that to you because I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I do have a map for that.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you.
Do you know how many of these are being installed?
I sure don't.
I'm just wondering if depending on the
These are
number of
additions to the
sites.
existing ones, or?
That's all stuff I can follow up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a map of it. I'm trying to remember if I sent it last meeting or not.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing it after the fact, but
I definitely have one.
things have been a little crazed, so
Yeah.
I may have just missed it in the avalanche of horrifying map. Okay, so may I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
I figured let somebody else.
Any further questions? That being the case, those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It is approved to go to the policy committee next Friday. Just very quickly on items of information or discussion, project update. We held the first steering committee meeting for the Veterans Parkway study a week ago. 2 weeks. I've completely lost it. Recently, it's within the last couple of weeks. And I thought it went well.
I did too.
And that, we're off to a reasonable start for that process. And we'll see what happens. We'll be meeting again in December 13th, I think. And we'll see where they are. And the consultants who are now called something other than Sandra Schwartz, T.Y. Lynn, should be in a position to have a more substantive, outline of what they found and what's up. So that will be good. Does anyone have anything else they want to report on under that which may arise?
This was meant to be an administrative change, and
Right.
Will it be next month or?
Yes, I'll add into this one.
But-
I figure for an admin change, since it doesn't have to be voted on, there's no official action taken.
But I did want to bring up that 2 of the Illinois 9 projects, the 4th and the 5th one in the tip numbers, had a limits change. What was Towanda Avenue is becoming west of Towanda Avenue, and what was Towanda Service Road is now becoming west of Towanda Avenue also. And on the last project, they're adding a portion at Hershey Road for geometrics reasons. So right now the project cost isn't changing. I don't believe that's going to stay. just my own personal feelings, but right now she told me that the project cost is going to stay the same, but the limits are changing. And for the 4th project, it was to match a butt joint.
Oh,
So that's the reason for the change there. And then the 5th one was just to add the Hershey Road and change where it stops also.
we haven't seen anything yet on phase 2 plans. I assume they're still just in development, not actually ready for. Okay.
Right.
They're still targeting spring lettings for.
Right now, I guess subject to change. I guess probably, but I can actually look at the packet here real quick too, post meeting, and let you know because I did mix the notes on a couple of them. But
Because as I understood it, the 51 project's still spring letting too.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if there's an update on that. Last I heard, it was April letting.
I was thinking April. I was thinking Empire was supposed to be March.
But we haven't heard anything on cost sharing, estimates or anything like that, which is getting pretty late.
Sounds typical. I was there in 18. I just actually got that. Here's the final plans. Please sign off on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, I think certainly we still have concerns based on the latest we had seen. So let's get with it.
Does anyone else have anything they want to add to that which we realized?
Wait a second, I can just had a little conversation just before you got it. We received IDOT letting bids for the Hamilton Road Phase 1 project, and it was substantial in the estimates. We're working on a special award letter to try to get it awarded because we don't think we're going to get any better pricing.
Gotcha. Who is the low bidder?
Parallel is Sark. The difference in bid between Stark and Rail was right around 100,000. So it was very
Two
close.
bids. Okay.
Two bids. Yeah, very close. Yeah. But our engineer's estimate was like 3.5, and came in 4.5. Ballpark number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but as you pointed out, Jerry, I just think with all the projects that are going on today and how many are coming next year, it's like I don't think we're going to get good pricing.
So I found J043-5, which is what was Towanda Service Road to,
Yeah.
and it's still showing March. And I didn't make any notes negatively.
Okay.
Um,
This the last I had heard was March. Yeah.
I think they said they're like 80% on the right of way now, around there, and still moving. So I think that one looks good.
Yeah. We were just hoping to see a chance to look at the phase 2 plans before they.
Someone starts executing.
Yeah. Definitely did.
Yeah, definitely check with Brian Hogan on that for sure. He's the one that's managing all that.
Logically, you'll get those at PS&E because that's where we used to run that way. So if you want to see them before that, you might say it quick. You haven't got utility plans yet? Pre-finals?
We don't remember if we did.
FBO would have sent those out for the ordination.
Yeah, he sent initial ones out before that.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember seeing anything in the last year.
And then there's -2.
I can only train them so good, and then I gotta let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah, still November on -2, which would be Mulberry to Maine, 51, Locust Empire, 150 Center to Locust.
Wow, so it's
I didn't make any negative comments there. There was shows 70% right away. So that's still moving also.
Which line is that on?
November 25.
okay.
It's FY 26. Yep. We just had that meeting this week, so that's pretty new information. So that's all I got.
Okay.
Well, at least according to this packet anyway, I'd have to look at anything else up.
Good.
Thank you.
Just 18 months out, that's all we get, please.
Okay, on to the next scheduled meeting. Again, because of the holidays, we're scrunching tech and policy into one morning in December, the 20th. So those of you who are proxies for the policy committee, you can just sit here and wait for the second meeting. And obviously we'll meet on Friday next week to finish off the November stuff. So same notation on proxies.
Is that an 11 a.m. meeting on the 20th?
Yeah. And that's why it says 11 a.m. and it's in red and everything. I do try here. And there's
I'll do this.
Only thought that happened to me. I'm glad to see somebody else say that.
yeah, we'll do check it at 11 and policy at 11:30. Maybe we won't need to do it at all. We'll know in about 3 weeks. So that is the only scheduling issue, and we have to take a motion to adjourn.
Will the Christmas party be that day too?
I'll see what I can do. But you might be subject to something I hate. I made it want to go. Not one of my skills.
So moved for adjournment.
Quickly.
Second.
Okay. Thank you. We are adjourned. It is 10:47. Sorry this ran so